Hello guys, how you doing? It's Peabutnutterninja here, and we are playing Smite Beta, and today's god is Hades, king of the underworld in the Greek genre. And so you can see that Hades is classified as a ranged tank. It's very interesting, and he's also very magical, very defensive, very utilitarian. And usually I start my games right into the middle of battle, but Hades is extra special. His passive is called Blight, and it deserves a look into before we can explain how to play Hades. He plays completely different from Ymir, which is the last god that I released about. That was a tank, but he was a magical melee tank. But here Hades is a very ranged tank. So Blight, what this says is a normal staff attacks apply a debuff to the enemy called Blight. This debuff stays on the target for 5 seconds and can be refreshed. If an enemy is afflicted by Blight, each of Hades' other powers have additional powers. So what those powers are is Shroud of Darkness and Devour Souls. They do extra things, and same with the ultimate Pillar of Agony. They do extra things when the guy is blighted, the enemy is blighted. And this death from below, this is very key. It does a lot of damage, and you'll see how it goes. It's kind of like a escape or a jump move, but if the enemy is blighted, it applies a slow. But additionally, what's really important is that it applies Blight, whereas all the other skills consumes Blight. Shroud of Darkness and Devour Souls and the ultimate, they all consume Blight. So with that in mind, you're gonna have to combo all your skills together, and if you combo your skills together, you can do a lot of damage, and you can play Hades less tanky and more magical power. And actually, Hades' ability, let's go back to that skills tab. Hades' strength lies in his damage, so you can see that Death from Below does 50 magical damage and slowed if they're blighted. Most often not, you're going to be initiating with Death from Below. Shroud of Darkness, it silences everyone for 1 second, up to 2 seconds at level 5, but it consumes Blight, and they're feared if they're blighted. Devour Souls, what that does is it's a little radius around him in a circle, so you can use Death from Below and combo that into Devour Souls, and if the enemy is blighted, the enemy explodes, doing nearby damage to enemies and also healing your allies for 30 within 20 feet of the exploding target. So guys, this is really key. You want to combo all your spells. So rather than building a little bit tanky, what I will be doing is I'm going to build magic power, just so that this can go a little bit faster. And usually I end up buying the boots. I am getting a little bit of lags here, guys. I'm gonna just alt tab out real quick. Everything seems to be going okay. Okay guys, and we're back. Sorry, I had to make sure that everything is running smoothly on my computer. I don't know what is going on. There's just a little bit of frame loss here, but I hope you guys can bear with it as we go show you how to play Hades. So as I was saying, Hades starts out as a ranged tank, which is actually very unique. It allows him to play very defensively, but at the same time, Hades is a tank, and you will be using that ability to initiate. So as I was saying, here's my #1 skill. You want to combo your skills. So you see me go right on top of him, and I hit 3 right afterwards. I get that heal. I'm already at full health, so I actually did not need that heal. But this allows Hades as a tank to heal himself. And there are a few other people that can heal himself as well. Sobek can, Guan Yu can, Cupid can. Kali has passive lifesteal. But the ability to heal yourself is absolutely huge in game. And oh, that tower's gonna attack me because I'm hitting Manticore in the face. And so we can push out towers and defend really easily as Hades. So I'm just gonna pick F2. So F2 is cone. It silences enemies, as you'll see here. 3 is the circle thing, in case you didn't get a good look, and it does that. And when the enemy is not blighted, it does not give me a heal. But when the enemy is blighted, it does give me a heal. So I will just go ahead and blight these guys. Oh, and I don't have that cooldown, so I can't show you how the heal works, but that is fine, guys. So I am getting a lot of frame loss. I don't know why. It might just be this tower. It might just be Hades' cool purple trail. Look at that purple trail. So hopefully this video is watchable. If it is not, I'll re-record it. So a huge thing about Hades is that you want to initiate Pillar of Agony, look at the circle. What it does is it draws all enemy souls nearby, pulling them closer over time, doing damage over time, 0.5 for 4 seconds. If the enemy is blighted, the protections go down. So it's actually very, very smart to go initiate with one. If the enemy has an escape skill, what you want to do is you want to go attack, you want to fear him, and then you want to cast your ultimate down. And so the manticore wasn't in there yet, so I didn't want to waste my ultimate, but that's fine. So usually how I build is I build with F3 first. F1 is where I do a lot of my damage, to be honest, but F3 allows me to stay in the battle and just keep healing myself. And I think early game that's really, really important. So when you're playing Hades in a PvP match, you'll most likely start off with very few kills, maybe a few deaths, and very few assists. You can see my guys are still pushing out pretty hard here. Can I upgrade? I can upgrade my book. I think I will do that. And another good thing about Hades as a tank is he has an escape. If you look at my Ymir videos, Ymir has no escapes. If he's caught and he's dead. But Hades, he can like go through towers and go through walls. Guys, check this out. Looks like I'm going straight through the wall, but bam! I appeared right on the other side, and you guys definitely want to use that to your advantage. It is an amazing skill. It is something to be reckoned with. And usually I build, what is these boots? The reinforced boots. Right here for crowd control reduction, some movement speed. But guys, we are playing against a crappy computer, so I don't care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up that, and then I'm going to hit number 4 right away. Oh, Manticore does get away though. I do want that kill. Oh, that is unfortunate. He does get away with that. But you guys saw how I initiated on him. Because I'm not stacking any protections, I took a lot more damage than I should have. But that's okay, guys. And Hades can play as a more tanky role, or he can play it more as a support mage role, and I do like playing him as that support mage because you can play support mage slash tank. And so when I build very differently from what they recommend. I build with a lot more magic power, because more magic power means my ability to heal. Watch this. I will go upon these guys and I will heal myself. Look at my health. It went nearly to full. I healed nearly my entire bar from that one attack. So that's why I stack skill number 3 first, and so you want to use that to your advantage, guys. Ooh, Manticore, he is attacking my guys. Manticore, aren't you tired of getting beat by me? Come on, man, come on. If you are lucky enough to pull off, to Blight Manticore and get a slow on him, that's fine. Look at that. I initiate, and then he's feared. That allows me to get even a 3rd hit. So if they have escape skills, guys, you want to fear them first before pulling them in. That way you can at least get 1 or 2 seconds of extra damage. Wow, this game is really laggy for some reason. I don't know what is going on. So again, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get all my life back. Look at that. I'm at full health, guys. It doesn't look like I even took a scratch. So that's why I build my items in a way that I get a lot of mana regeneration. Look, MP5 plus 15 there. That's really key, especially in early game. Am I hitting Manticore? Manticore is playing really like a little pussycat there. He is just playing defense. And guys, that's smart. As Hades, you can lane 1 versus 2. Watch this. Manticore's going down, and he can't run away from my ultimate. Oh, he is done. Oh, look at that. Poor lion kitty cat. I have no idea what it is, actually. I think it's half lion, half eagle, half human, and like the tail of a cat or something ridiculous. So you guys can see that Hades can be really offensive. And if you're playing against enemies that have no escape skills, like if you are playing against Ymir, or if you're playing against Artemis, then it's very smart to just go in there with 1 and hit your ultimate right away. That way their protections are lowered and you can do a lot of damage. So just keep that in mind as you play Hades, guys. Oh goodness. So the few matches that I have played with Hades, I did get a positive kill ratio, and I got like 20 assists. Like my ratio at the end of the game was like 10, 6, and 21. It was pretty freaking amazing. You can see, look at how much damage I'm doing there. I'm gonna fear him, and he's feared for just 1 second. It's a short time, but I'll take everything I can get. I'm getting quite a bit of frame loss here, guys, but that's okay. We will just carry on. We will carry on like a champ. I don't think there's anything going on with my computer. I have no idea why it's being so unabiding, but that's okay. So you can see, guys, that I build number 1 after number 3. Number 1 is where I do a lot of my damage. You can see that I'm doing 170 plus 70 magical, and I haven't even stacked any magical yet. So we're just doing some extra damage here. I would like to build some physical just to kill that Phoenix, but you know, we'll just build magical for now. This won't be a 20-minute match, I'm guessing, but it may be a little bit longer than, let's say, Artemis. So at this point, let's say I have my boots already. I have my lovely reinforced boots. At this point, I see what the enemy is building. If the enemy champion that's destroying our team is magical, then I will go with Stone of Gaia. If the enemy champion is physical, then I will either go with Hide of the Nemean Lions if it's like Bakasura and he's absolutely dominating, or if it's someone like Cupid, I would rather go with Breastplate of Valor or Artemis, just because. Actually, Artemis I would also get Hide of the Nemean Lion, but I feel like I can take down Cupid with Breastplate of Valor, so I would probably get this. But right now there is no enemy. The enemy is not building anything, and that is my go ahead to build. And I do like myself some magical power reduction, but let us just go for the kill here. Let's go Rod of Tahuti. This is the strongest magical weapon in game because its passive increases your magical power by 25%. So when I do build, I usually end up with the reinforced boots, the Book of Thoth, the Rod of Tahuti, which is later in the game, and 1 or 2 defensive items. So that's 5 items so far. And then I also like to get this Warlock Sash or Chronos Pendant, depending on if I need to get 1 or 2 defensive items. So Warlock Sash for health and regeneration, and Chronos Pendant for that cooldown reduction. It's pretty good. Oh, our tower is under attack. Manticore, this is going to be your end right here. Look at that distance. I actually miss Manticore with both those skills, but he's just going to tank me like a champion, and that's fine. Hi, Manticore. How you doing? How you doing? What are you doing? Is he attacking my minions? You attack my minions? That's fine. That's fine. Look at him dance side to side like a champion. And as a ranged class, it is a little bit difficult to hit. Oh, look at me. I'm taking a lot of damage. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, I'm going to steal your life, Manticore. Oh, no, he's getting away. You pop your ultimate, and boom. I could have done that a lot faster, but I am, you know, in the middle of a practice match, and I'm more chillaxed today, guys. I am not playing to the best of my abilities. Oh, is that tower targeting me? No, that tower is still targeting my ogre. That is fine. So you can see that we're doing a lot of damage, but I'm not doing enough damage to that Phoenix, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if how long it'll take, just because that Phoenix is gonna take so long. Oh, and I do get targeted by that Phoenix. I'm trying to push Manticore back a little bit. He is pushing my minions back quite a bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go steal this cooldown reduction, and are they chasing me? Oh, they are chasing me. And look at this, guys. Hades can steal that. Do you see the extra 135 damage on that center guy? That was a lot of damage. The melee attacks are still pretty weak, but you can gank and you can jump and steal these jungle guys in later game. That did take a while. I did take a lot of damage, but overall I think it was worth it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recall, get this Rod of Tahuti, maybe get a Warlock Sash. There we go. You can see our attack, not attack power, my magic power jumped to 280. My physical power is still very weak. I am still as weak as a little rat or a chipmunk rather. You can see Manticore just trying to push on me, and you know what I have to say to that? I say that's no good, Manticore. That is no good. Manticore's gonna run, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull him in with my ultimate, and he's gonna get away here with some life. And you guys can chase with Hades. Hades makes good. Watch this. Bam! I catch up to Manticore and instantly give him. That is a big loss for him. And so guys, we are doing very well. I might actually end up getting this attack buff just to help me kill this guy just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not doing much damage to that Phoenix at all. And let's see, and my archers are about to go down as well. So I think I will get this match attack power. In the actual game, you shouldn't be taking this unless you're preventing the enemy from taking it. Oh, and usually my attacks don't do that much damage. The side little minions usually are still alive, and using the F3 on the side minions actually does a lot of damage. And is Manticore alive? He is alive. He is just chilling like a villain. Hey Manticore, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, looks like you guys don't like me. Get all my life back. Oh, he actually gets a really good hit off on me. But you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna get feared here. Ooh, this is a battle for the ages. When he starts to run, I will pop my ultimate. And he starts to run, and I will pop my ultimate. He can still damage me, but my physical protects are higher as I attack. And we can kill these archers very easily. And oh goodness, we are pushing hard now. Come on, tower. And you can see that attack buff boosted my attack power ever so slightly. Barely even noticeable. And that is unfortunate with Hades, that he has no attack power whatsoever. But with any caster, that is your dilemma. You are not there to take down towers. You're just there to look pretty and kill enemy champions, just like we're gonna do with Manticore right here. So you can see that I'm comboing all my attacks. I always start with the number 1, and then I always follow with the number 2. Let's Death from Below is what it's called, and Shroud of Darkness, Devour Souls. Let's call them by their right names rather than number 1. But I'm sure you guys won't remember it, just like me, because what's important is that you just cast number 1. You don't need to remember the names. You can see the angry Minotaur. He's very, very angry at me. But now we have my minions out here, and soon we're gonna have flaming minions out here, and that is gonna be no good. Oh, he punches me in the face. That is no good. That does hurt a lot. And if you need a quick heal, guys, you can always just blight them with your left click, and then after you blight them, then you can just hit F or 3 or Devour Souls, and you can get their souls, get a lot of life. Here we just get all our life back. Look at how much life we're getting back. So if you stack magic power, you will get more life back. That's a strategy. So if you're on the run from an enemy with Hades, you definitely, oh, you can see him doing a lot of damage to me. We're gonna actually retreat for now. We're actually gonna buy something crazy. Let's see what we want to buy. Let us buy a Polynomicon. What that does is it gives you a 100% magical power buff after you use every ability, and that lasts for 2 seconds, or it can only be applied once every 2 seconds. And if you guys are getting back into the battle, if you have as much MP5 or MP regeneration as I have, then you just want to keep spamming your number 1 just to get there a lot faster. And especially if you have to cut through the jungle, you can actually go around trees and gank enemies trying to steal your jungling things. And Manticore, he is out on his own. What are you doing, Manticore? Oh, that is a silly lion eagle thing. Bird, chicken. Oh, and guess what? I pop on you, and you are done, son. One and done, guys. So you saw that I did 234 damage, and so you can use that to your advantage, guys. Look, I'm gonna use the ability, and then I'm gonna wait 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna pop this ability. I'm gonna wait 2 seconds. I actually, no, there we go. I hit him with that, and the Minotaur is gonna go down. And guys, that's how you play Hades. At least in practice style, we will do a PvP match just like we always do. I don't like building tank Hades because you can't do damage and you really rely on your teammates. The way that I build is a lot more magical power, a lot more offensive. The more magic power you do, the more healing you can do. And so it's a big trade-off, but I do like playing a little bit risky like that. So you can take all my advice with a grain of salt. You play however you wish. You can see I only have 3 items and I destroyed Manticore in just 15 minutes as a tank, guys, as a tank. Even though I built for magic power, Ymir could not do that even if he stacked magic power all the way. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, just be sure to hit the like button. And I will be doing Smite Key beta giveaway. No one's commented so far that they want a beta key, but if you are one of the few people out there looking for a beta key and you do not have it, just comment down below, say, hey, I really need that Smite beta key, and you are in a you have good odds to win that beta key. So guys, this is Peabutnutterninja signing out. Peace, love, and ninja. Bye guys.